You want a war? You're going to get one.
What was that? He had no time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game at the game.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys game.
You
The
literally
brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. We had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks. Yo, my do-head kick Dingbat here. I hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're hanging in there. That thing looks crooked, but it's not. It's this computer. It's a stupid thing. We are having technical difficulties with the equipment today. What is going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Sorry I'm late. I know I was going to do this earlier. I did not get home till late, and then I had to talk to the wife for a couple minutes because I hadn't seen her all day. And then I came on here to stream, and all my files for my intro, for whatever reason, this computer's putting things in a cloud folder, and I hate the cloud. I don't usually like the cloud on here, so I couldn't find my intro. But other than that, everything is wonderful. How's everybody doing? What is going on? What the heck? I hope you guys are doing really good today. And let's see. We got Dank is here, Jay's here, Isaac's here, East Camden for Life is here. What is going on, guys? Jolo, what's going on? Anthony, what is happening? Bob's Burger, Bob's Big Burger. Pause. K. Robinson, Trav, Bob's Burger. Is that a real place? Jaden, what's going on? Or maybe I'm thinking Bob's Big Boy. That was a restaurant, right? Philly girl, what's going on? How are you? Go Bird, shout out to 500. So excited for season. I'm excited too. Cannot wait. Mark Holmes sabotage. No, it's not. I just had to get a new computer because something happened in my other one. And now it keeps putting everything in like a cloud folder. And I can never find it because I usually don't use a cloud for stuff for the channel because it just confuses me. And that's exactly what it did. George, what's going on, man? How are you? So the Eagles had their first padded practice today. We talked about that earlier in the video we did. I got to say, I'm really excited, especially about this offense. I don't think anybody's going to be able to stop this offense. I think this offense is going to be absolutely unstoppable. And I've said it in the video. I'm going to say it now. I don't care what anybody says. I believe the Eagles have the best wide receiver duo in the National Football League. And the reason that I say this is this. There's not, in my opinion, one other group that has two wide receivers who complement each other the way that the Eagles have with Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. Now, you might have some of that with Higgins, T. Higgins and Jamar Chase in Cincinnati. But I think the Eagles with Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown have the best duo in the National Football League, and it showed today. Hell yeah, offense looks good, possibly better than last year in numbers. It's going to be better, just by the way that they use DeAndre Swift, it's going to be better. Because if you add a running back out of the backfield in the passing game, it's going to take them up to another level, you know? It is. Daz, what's going on? He goes, Dak got called a bitch by his own team. Did he really? Wait, I didn't see that. What happened? He's chilling, says Goddard's. Oh, Goddard too. I think Goddard's very underrated too. I mean, if Goddard stays healthy, he probably goes over 1,000 yards. By the way, am I coming in loud and clear? We need an impact player in the middle of the defense. I think they're looking in terms of safety. Obviously, they're not. The Eagles are not okay with one of their safety spots. Reed Blankenship's starting with the first team, but they're rotating everybody else in. That means they're looking for somebody to take that job. And I think Howie Roseman is definitely shopping for a safety. I'm telling you, the guy we got to watch out for is Jeremy Chin. He seems like the guy that the Eagles would go out and get. Ted says, stay healthy and we crush the competition. I agree. Manuel says, what's good, Denzel? How you been? I'm great, man. I'm great. Just a long, long day today. I went in late to work so I could do my morning video after practice. Since they practice 7 o'clock in the morning here, I try to do that and then I go in late. But it's just been a late day. Trav 202, thank you for the super chat, my man. Shout out to you. He goes, am I the only one whose Kelly Green jersey says they won't get it until December? No, September. No, you're not. There's quite a few people that aren't getting it until September. I actually was told by a few people that theirs not coming to the beginning of November, till November. So no, you're not the only one. Now, I think they're coming out with the authentic, like the authentic jerseys in a few weeks. Those are going to be like $350 though, but I want to see what those look. 808 Cowboys says, shit, whatever, poop bird, cat, a hat. I don't know. What am I, a second grader? I don't know what that says. Season in full effect. You all really scared of them boys? Nobody's scared of the Cowboys. Believe me. You guys look like crap. You Mazu Smith getting pushed around. Wait till Dickerson and Jason Kelsey block him. Just call me Flair says AJ Brown is a big bruiser who will win one-on-one and get a lot of yards after catch. Devontae will break your ankles, get separation, gone. Yeah, you got a big physical receiver in AJ Brown who is speed, who also has ability to be like a running back when he has the ball in his hands. Then you got Devontae Smith, who I think has tremendous hands, probably and maybe the best feet in football. Absolute beast of a route runner. And you put those two guys on opposite sides. I don't know how you stop them, And here's the other thing I want to say. I'm so sick of hearing like Cowboys fans, oh, wait till you play us. You don't see anything like we have. Every day, Devontae Smith and AJ Brown practice against Darius Slay and James Bradbury. Every day, James Bradbury and Darius Slay play against those receivers. That offensive line is playing every day at practice the best defensive line football. The defensive line is playing the best offensive line football. Okay, so every time they get into a game situation, they're going to be like, man, this is a lot easier than practice. The Eagles aren't worried about anybody. Vanny, thank you for super chat. He goes, Seattle's tight end, Craven Moorhead, just released on down. Oh, my God. You got me on that one. I was trying to say, I wonder who he's talking about. Jeez. Thank you for the super chat. That was worth it, I'll tell you. You totally caught me. See, that's why I can't stream like after a long day. I let things go by I shouldn't. Luke Bradshaw says OJ Howard just got released. I think he would be a great tight end. Yeah, I think tight end number 2 is an interesting area in which we'll see how the Eagles do. I would be open to that. The best place, in my opinion, is either the Eagles Pro Shop on their website or the fanatics.com. I think that's the only two, and NFL Shop. I think those are the only 3 places online you can actually get it. Philly John says, yo, 500, when I tried to get the Kelly Green Kelsey, it was sold out, so I ordered the Slim Reaper. That's awesome. I ordered the Slim Reaper too, and they had all of them were sold out, and this was like 9-10 for me. It was like 6-10, 6-15, and every time I put it in my basket, it kept throwing me out. And then by the time I got on there, the only size that was left was the size that I needed. So it worked out. But, dude, wait till the statistics come in and they can see how much they actually sold. I don't think the Eagles expected them to sell the way they did. I think they knew people would like it, but I don't think they realized you'd have thousands of people in line. Texas Boy says Bradbury got owned by CD while tucking his chain. And don't get me started on Mr. Third and Third. Third and Third, you all you can bring up is one Hail Mary play. That's all you bring up. One Hail Mary play. That 99 out of 100 times, that never happens. You realize that was lucky, right? Nobody shut down James Bradbury. James Bradbury had one bad play, was when that holding call in the Super Bowl. Other than that, James Bradbury was lights out. All you guys do is bring up one play. That was like a Mary play. Basically, come on. Witch King says Diggs was mad because Dak was throwing picks to everyone else except him. He wanted part of the action. Jeez, they're crazy. Empire says, are they going to come back in stock? Yeah, they're coming back in stock. Yeah, I think they'll come back in stock, and I think you'll see the bigger sizes for like big and tall people start coming out. I'm hoping. Cal says they're going to be talking about 3rd and 30 for the next 30 years. It was a lucky play. It was miscommunication. It was one play. But as you know, they act like they won a Super Bowl that game. Did Gardner Minshew almost beat you? He went toe for toe with Dak Prescott. If Jalen Hurts plays that game, you lose. Ryan, what's going on, man? How are you? Game Time Brian, where are you at? Game Time Brian? What's going on, man? How are you? You trying to get Mark Holmes riled up too. I see what you do. I see you getting Mark all pissed off. Keep it up. Game Time Brian is a Cowboys fan, you guys. You can click a link to his channel, but he says stuff that really triggers Mark Holmes sometimes. So I like him. He's good people, even though he's a Cowboy fan. Dad says regular season game against our backup quarterbacks nonetheless. Yeah, exactly. Philly Slate owned before the 3rd. He couldn't stop Hilton on 4th and 8. Got a flag. He got a flag on 4th and 8. How do you remember that? I don't even remember 4th and 8. I don't even remember. I can't. How do you remember every play? Dude, you guys just sit there and watch that game over and over and over again. 4th, 3rd and 30. Here's a penalty, 4th and 8. I don't remember none of that. I just remember we lost. You guys like go back and watch the same play over and over. Go Phils, says Game Time Brian. Absolutely. Go Phils. They live in the past. I mean, really, how do you remember 4th and 8, a penalty by Slay? I don't understand it. Like, I can't even remember what happened yesterday. I don't get it. Like, dude, maybe I'm just the dumbest person that ever lived, because I don't remember nothing. I remember 3rd and 30. It was a freak thing, and he's talking about 4th and 8 penalties calls. Don't forget the 40 burger. Yeah, the 40 burger. They don't remember though. They don't talk about when it was 20-0 in Philly, right? They don't talk about that. The Eagles take their foot off the gas and let them back in. That game could have been 52-0. The Reddit Kelly Green is sexy. No, can't wait to die on defense. It is sexy. Hey, Game Time Brian, you're from South Jersey, right? Being that I know you're a Cowboys fan, but in all honesty, what do you think about the Eagles Kelly Green throwbacks? Dominic says, I'm super excited to see what Carter and Smith do. I think they'll both be studs. Oh, they already are. They're already kicking butt, man. You know, they're already kicking butt. Joey says, 3rd and 30 was our backup slot. Josiah Scott's fault. Was supposed to help over the top and didn't get there in time. Yeah, there was a miscommunication. And if they literally ran that play 100 times, 99.5 times, they wouldn't get it. But they got it that one time. That's all they talk about. And now they're talking about 4th and 8 penalty on Darius Slay. How do you even remember that? Joshua, thank you for super chat. Appreciate it, man. He goes, they can talk all they want. The NFC runs through Philly. It absolutely does. It absolutely does. Kelly Green has good taste on uniforms. It does. I love the Kelly Greens. You all know y'all couldn't stop Dak. Please. You couldn't stop Jalen Hurts last year. You couldn't have stopped him. They're fired. They should replace them in Night Green. I totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. Drew says 5500 greatest hits album would chart #1. Absolutely it would. You know it would. Steve H, thank you for the super chat. He goes, Diggs told Dak to shut his bitch ass up. That's hilarious. If that's true, I like Diggs a little more. Yeah, Kyle, you're right. Jalen Carr's like filet mignon. Mozzie Smith is cube steak. Yeah, well, Mozzie Smith better get ready, because if he's getting pushed off the ball like we saw, he's going to have a problem with the Eagles' offensive line. What about the 35 burger Gardner Minshew, a backup put on the Cowboys starters? Yeah, I mean, even with the 3rd and 30 and the 4th and 8 call on Darius, like the Eagles still could have won that game. They had the ball, that final drive, they couldn't score it. To me, that was the difference in the game, was that final drive. And if you put Jalen Hurts in that situation and not Minshew or Stinkshoe, I think you win the game. Did he really say that to him? Isaac says, my Devontae Kelly Green comes in August 15th. I'm stroking. I'm so excited. August 10th, baby. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to go on a diet. I'm on a diet, but I have to go and be even more on a diet because I have a feeling Nike's jerseys are gonna fit really, really tight. Like their jerseys they currently have, they're always too tight. I don't like them. I actually like the Reebok fit better. That's one of the other reasons why I do the Mitchell and Ness with the throwbacks, because they got bigger jerseys. Lee Butcher, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate the endless hours of entertainment. Passing the hat to help you get a new mic. Yeah, I'm looking at one right now. Actually, it's a I'm on Shure.com, so I'm going to be purchasing one in the next few days. I just don't like this mic. I just don't like it. Everybody said Blue Yeti, Blue Yeti, Blue Yeti. I don't like it. I want Kelly Green soon, but I gotta wait. Yeah, your 88 shipped today. See, I should have bought an 88. I waited and I thought I'll come back, and now they're all sold out. You can't lay off the eggnog. Well, I mean, eggnog doesn't count in November. So if I could like lose weight, wear it during the season, when we get to November, I'll put the shirt away. I like the Reebok jerseys better too. I like the material they use. Yeah, it just seems like Nike's all into that like that wrap and fit around you. I don't want it all tight on me. Did you see the picture they had? Like even with Brandon Graham, it was like wrapping around his little belly. He had a little belly. I'm thinking my belly's gonna be hanging out. It's like the Belly Brothers. Timothy Looper said, hello, Philly, from old Big Dick Cowboy fan from throughout Texas, just 30 miles east. What's up, Timothy? How are you? Oh, you own a Black Dawkins jersey? Reebok, I love it. Yeah, I like those too. So I don't know, because, it's like, it's a fused jersey. I don't even know what that means, That's why I'm thinking, man, I might suck it up and buy like one of those authentic jerseys when they come out, the 350s. They're expensive, but they'll probably fit a lot better. James, what's going on, man? Philly 500. Will the Colts trade Taylor, and who stud should trade for him? They probably want to trade Jonathan Taylor. Like, I don't think the Eagles would trade for him. The Eagles aren't going to pay him. He wants to get paid big money. So I don't think the Eagles would pay for him. You guys got a guy suspended. I don't think you'll pay for him. I think I could see Dallas bringing back, if you're really worried about a running back, which I don't think you are for 2 games, but you could bring back Ezekiel Elliott. I could see that. I don't think the Eagles would go after him, though. I don't know where he's going to line up. CJ says, I'll get my fuse tomorrow. I'll tell you what it is. Yeah, let me know what it is, because I just, it's like you can't try it on when you're online, obviously. Isaiah says they got to do the Kelly Green and the black with some silver. I'm telling you, I love that helmet. That's like a chrome Kelly Green. That is awesome. That Eagles helmet right there is so cool looking. Philly, remember Miles Sanders crying, walking on silent after a fumble against the Cowboys? I don't remember that. I don't, but I do remember 4th and 1 where Barry Switzer goes for it twice and doesn't get it, and the Eagles beat Dallas back in the 90s. I do remember that. Strong safety. Let's see. Kyle says Dan Celia was delusional when he said the Cowboys He said the Cowboys are going to the NFC Championship game. Did he really? What is wrong with him? Yeah, he likes to get you guys all worked up. I truly believe it. I'll make sure I didn't miss any milestone chats here. Oh, look, it's doing a milestone right here. Look at that. Finally, they're doing it on StreamYard. They just finally. T. Patrick, a member for 37 months. Imagine talking slick after getting beat by Purdy. they conveniently forget about getting beat by Purdy. I mean, Dallas, why did you lose? And thank you for your support, by the way. Why did you lose to Brock Purdy and the 49ers in the playoffs? How could you lose to that quarterback? John says, saw online that someone said the fused jerseys run small. That would be like similar to a lot of the Nike jerseys. They do seem to run small. Like their 2XLs look like XLs, at least in the past. Their 2XLs look like XLs. Their XLs look like larges, you know. It's like it always seems like it's a size smaller. Dwight Davis says, Philly 500, did you see Matthew Smith today in practice? He destroyed Josh Bull on number 68. These players are no rookies. He's tossing them around. No, but I did see where he got totally destroyed. I saw that one. You know, like I said, you guys have Matthew Smith. We've got Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis. I'll take our 2 defensive tackles any day of the week. NJ says, quarterback Marcus needs to go to GM High Roseman, needs to get Malik Willis from Tennessee Titans. He will fit our scheme better. Actually, I have a video where we're going to talk about that because there is a push. There's a couple articles out there saying that the Eagles need to go and make a trade for Willis. So I want to give my thoughts and opinion. I wouldn't mind that, but he'd have to come in and be the third string this year. He would probably, you know, he'd be somebody that you would try to develop and then trade later. Rudy says, before the season starts, the NFL should just end the season and give Philadelphia a trophy now. Now, I want to beat Dallas's butt first. Philly John says, the 174 jersey is tighter fit than the 130 supposedly. I guess when you pay more, the product should be tighter in some cases. Pause. Yeah, I don't know. See, my rule with jerseys is I always buy a size bigger. Especially when I lived back on the East Coast and it would get cold, because if you were, let's say you were going to go tailgate, you're going to watch a football game, and you'll be outside in the cold, you want to be able to throw that thing over a sweater or whatever it is. So that's the one thing I don't like about the Nike jerseys. Those are a lot harder to do. I rather them run big, and then I can put shirts and stuff underneath it. Steele also said he didn't believe Ragdoll Mozzie was a third rounder and he would be out in the league. He said he'd be out in the league in 2 years. Wow. They don't remember getting smoked by Sam Howell, too. Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, I don't know how they remember 4th and 8 penalty. I don't remember. How do you remember that? Text, but how could you all lose the Super Bowl? Was the favorites had the lead at halftime? It's one of the great mysteries. But how does, you know, how could you guys lose in the second round of the playoffs every year with Dak Prescott? How could you guys not repeat as NFC East champions when Dak Prescott is supposedly have such a great record against the NFC East? We got a guy that can take us to a Super Bowl. Do you? Samuel says, I predict this is Dak's last year in Dallas Cowboys after the Eagles run away with the division this year. I agree with you. I think Dak is in his final 2 years. Because I think after this year, if he doesn't get the Dallas Cowboys to at least, if they don't get to at least the NFC Championship game, I think a lot of Cowboy fans are going to turn on Dak. I think Mark Holmes will run out of excuses. And I think the Dallas Cowboys might look for another quarterback. I haven't heard, Hosman, about Zentner too much. The only thing that I've heard about Zentner is that he's at the first at practice, last to leave. But I don't know in terms of kick. I really don't know. Clark says, fuses authentic look and feel to the game jersey. Dry fit material. But is it going to be like super we'll see. I mean, we'll figure out. If you guys, whoever gets it before August 10th, let me know how it feels. JD Koch says, yeah, even Jordan's sneakers and apparels are smaller. Everything Nike makes. Yeah. It does tend to run small. Robert Driscoll says, I don't see why Dan Stillo has to troll fans that support him. I don't know if I think he likes to get under. I think he likes to get under his skin, get people talking, right? Right now, you're sitting there, we're talking about what he said. People are tweeting what he said. So it's great. It's great to get your name out, I guess, But I mean, listen, I tell you, I think Jordan Davis gonna have a big year this year. He calls me I'm the PR guy. I'm Jordan Davis's PR guy, according to him. I have no problem with that. I just waiting for my checks in the mail. Isaac says, when do you guys think they'll release the fully stitched Kelly Greens? They're supposed to be coming soon. I think probably next few weeks. Those are gonna run like $350 though. You know, like those are authentic. They'll run like $350. Mozzie Smith would be healthy and active for us every game. Yeah, he wouldn't. If Mozzie Smith was on the Eagles, he wouldn't start over Fletcher Cox, Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis. I think Milton Williams would start ahead. Yeah, he'd be like at least number 5. I read the Viper Fuse is the Nike Dry. What does dry fit material mean? What does that mean? Like when I hear dry fit, I think of Back to the Future Part 2 when he goes to the future and he gets out and he's wet and then the thing dries him off. Like what is dry fit? What does that even mean? Joseph Vega, what's happening? He goes, hey, Philly 500, what's taking so long to sign a safety? I think they're looking. I mean, I definitely think they're looking. We've heard a lot of guys came in, have worked out. We're hearing how he's trying. And I think sometimes those things, for example, he could literally start talking right now, and it could take 3-4 months to agree on something, or maybe not that much, but maybe by like the trade deadline. We just got to be a little patient. We want to talk about Swifty Swift. I mean, listen, when it comes to DeAndre Swift, Bob's Burgers, I think DeAndre Swift, I think he adds an element to the offense that you haven't had before. I think this is where you're going to get his value, because I think if you remember, like a lot of games last year when teams would blitz and stuff, like if you just ran a running back screen, he had 30, 40 yards downfield. They didn't run passes enough to the running backs. I think that's an added feature, and it comes from DeAndre Swift. And that's just going to make it hard. How do you stop the receiver out of the backfield, the receivers you already have, the tight end you have, Jalen Hurts' ability to run? I mean, I just don't see how teams are going to stop this offense. I really don't. Philly 500, I don't think he was referring to the jerseys with the tighter comment. Oh, I don't know. A long day. I tell you, things get by me after when I start getting tired. License break. What's going on? He goes, hey, Philly 500, I got your back, brother. Thank you for everything you do, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. By the way, Mark Holmes made another video about you again. Oh, did he? What happened? Mark only makes videos when something good happens. Like it must have been like the pass that Cooks caught, because all the Cowboy fans were freaking out about that in practice. But usually he doesn't have anything to say because there's not a lot going good over there. Drippy says, if you all want more Kelly Green photos, go to the Eagles official page. Yeah, I think I've downloaded like all of them. You know what? It was interesting. There's none with A.J. Brown. I didn't see any with him in Kelly Green. Am I coming in loud and clear, by the way? Let me know. I have to put this thing super close to my mouth. Pause. Kyle says, 5,500, has an Eagle player ever won Defensive Player of the Year? That's a great question. I'm sure it's happened before. I don't know if Reggie ever won it. Somebody, if they know if Reggie won it, let me know. But I don't think if it's happened, it's probably like Chuck McNarick and stuff like that. Pinky up when you drink. I need the caffeine. Yeah, Dan Silly don't believe in the. Well, he's looking at him and he's looking at his size, and he doesn't believe in him. But I'm a big believer in the Kobe Dean. I'm a big believer in Jordan Davis. I'm a big believer in this team. Isabel says 500. Stop talking about the 3rd and 30 play. Keep feeding Dallas delusional fools. I only brought it up because it was mentioned. I believe me, I don't even think about it. Isaiah says, did the Cowgirls fans just say we bring up the 90s? Laugh out. They're always talking about the VHS Super Bowls when we were on Blu-ray. Oh, I know. The only thing we bring up from the 90s is that, what a great team, what a great jersey they had. That's about it. I mean, I think that, like, in terms of like I think this offense right now, I believe this is the greatest offense in my lifetime the Philadelphia Eagles have had. I really think we're in unprecedented, uncharted territory when it comes to the Eagles offense. This is the best offense. I can't remember an offense this stacked. McRippa, David Super Chat. He goes, cock sweat equals sacks pause. Yes. Yes, that's a pause. Let's see. And thank you for Super Chat. Sean St. John says, so all the jerseys at the pro shop, I believe the Fuse jersey will be a sand fit, but look a lot better. Yeah, probably. Unless you have a big belly, then your belly's gonna be protruding out. You look pregnant. I don't think it'll look good then. 490 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. I said I was going to stream today. Wanted to do it earlier, but I couldn't get home, so we're doing a late one today. I won't be doing a stream tomorrow. Tomorrow I got like doctor's appointments and all sorts of stuff. So August 2nd, I won't be able to do it. But Thursday and Friday, I will be back streaming. I think the Eagles are off tomorrow, too, if I'm correct. So they don't even have practice tomorrow. So I'll have a video out in the morning. I'll do one tonight, so it's out in the morning. And then maybe later on that night, I'll be home and have another one. Let me see here. Spirit says, yeah, Philly reads every Texas boy comment. The boy, obviously, an NPC. What's an NPC? We all know Cowboy fans are not real. What's an NPC? I only click on it because it's literally like I don't plan where I'm clicking. I literally just click. And if you've been watching for a long time, you've seen me get in trouble with clicks before where I bring up something and there's some ridiculous thing on the thumbnail and I have to like shut my whole stream down. I seriously don't look, but Texas Boy has been a supporter of mine for a long time. And sometimes he just says things that are ridiculous. I have to put him up. License Break says, I love something autographed from Philly 500. Joey Shakes, Dolphins and Bills and Kelly Green. This Sean is what we wear. Anything you send anything to my P.O. box that you want me to sign, I'll be glad to sign it for you. But why anybody would want my autograph, I don't know. I'm just a regular dude. Jerry Jones is 3,613 years old today. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, Jerry Jones. 3,615 years old. It's very hard to be 3,618 years old. You know, they say you get the older you get, the quicker time goes. I figure his birthday is about every 2 seconds. 3,619 years old now. Caesar says, what do you think about the aliens? Man, I have so many thoughts on it. Matter of fact, you just reminded me, season finale of the Skinwalker Ranch. I have to watch that tonight. But yeah, I mean, it would take me like a whole separate stream to get into it. But I have a lot of different thoughts on it. Probably a lot different than a lot of people. I'm trying to catch up. I'm so far behind in this chat. Paul, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, thanks for all the broadcast, Philly. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you. NPC equals non-player character. He's a bot. He's a bot. Okay. I don't know. NPC, I'm like National Public Conference. Like, I don't know. Defensive Player of the Year, Reggie White. Oh, Reggie did win one in 1987. So that would be the Eagles' last Defensive Player of the Year then. Yeah, Reggie makes sense. Philly 500, what is the biggest weakness on our offense, if any? The biggest weakness on the offense, in my opinion, is probably your third wide receiver right now. That, I would say, is probably your biggest weakness, although Quez Watkins says he feels he's an elite wide receiver. I think that, and then I think that the health of some of the running backs, like DeAndre Swift has to prove he's healthy. Rashad Penny has to prove that he can stay healthy. Other than that, the Eagles don't have a weakness on offense. They have literally the best offensive line in football. They have the best wide receiver duo in football. They have the best defensive line in football. So when people say, oh, you think they have the best at everything, should they just go to Super Bowl? Yeah, they should go to Super Bowl, and they should win it. Josh says, Philly is a man of the people. I am. Nah, Connor, you the man. Who wouldn't want a signature from Dingbat? Hey, if you want it, I'm more than happy to do it. Send it to me and I'll stream it and I'll pay for shipping back. Paul Federer says, "What's your PO box? I want to send you Pedron cigars." So let me get it. It's in my if you go to my about page, it's right there. But I'll post it on here real quick. Hold on a second. Let me pull it up. Pause. Let's see. So here it goes. Some people are getting mad at me for using pause too much, but like every time I don't use it, then I get like 1,000 comments saying pause. And then I'm like answering 1,000 pause comments. Here's my P.O. box, by the way. That's it right there. I just put it in there. And Paul, thank you for the super chat. Jerry Jones definitely has dementia. Did you hear what he said about the Eagles got to watch out? Major Payne says, "Yo, 500, did you know that Moses wrote the 10 Commandments on Jerry Jones' back?" I believe Jerry Jones was there. He was there. Jerry was making one of the idols. He was making some satanic idol. He was polishing it up while Moses is up in the mountain getting the 10 Commandments from God. He's on there making that sacrificial idol. And he's polishing up. You ever see the movie 10 Commandments? That's why they wear the satanic star to this day on their helmets. Trevor says, maybe right guard, but he hasn't played yet. The thing about it is I trust Stoutland so much that I know whoever's going to be at the right guard position is going to be fine. The other thing is whoever plays right guard is literally playing between Kelsey and Lane Johnson. I think they'll be okay. I do. John Doe, I learned that Kelsey podcast, the difference between a bull and a steer is that a steer is castrated bull. So now I wonder why only steers and they got no balls. That's where that saying. See, I didn't know that. So that's where that saying comes from. Then, so now, I got it. That's interesting. See, you learn something every day. Dwight Davis says, Philly 500. Show the clip with Mozzie gets destroyed. Josh Ball Matt practice. It was you quick to show Mozzie Smith yesterday when he got triple team. Show Mozzie Smith destroy people on that one. I don't have the clip. I haven't even seen it myself, so I don't even know if it's real. Paul Federer, thank you so much for the super chat. He goes, you hear Jerry Jones talking shit? Yeah. Jerry Jones said the Eagles better watch out. Yeah, I saw that. I think he's writing checks his team can't cash. Definitely. Thank you for super chat. Super Tony says, did you hear 7 free agents not looking good so far? Like Justin Evans, Nicholas Morrow, Terrell Edmonds, Marcus Mariota, Greedy Williams, Rashad Penny, Kadarius Street. I'm shocked about Penny. I haven't heard about Penny. I figured Nicholas Morrow something was up because Christian Ellis is getting so much playing time. Edmonds, not surprised that he's struggling because they're rotating that safety. Marcus Mariota, I think people make too much of the interceptions and stuff in practice. I'm not really worried about that. He's a backup. Greedy Williams does surprise me. Rashad Penny would be a big surprise, but I haven't heard anything on him at all. Let's see. I put it in your inbox 500. What did you put in there? What are we talking about? You hear anything on Ringo? No, I haven't heard much on Ringo. You got to give it time. Like those rookies like Ringo and stuff, I give them time. Let's get the preseason games before, they've got to adjust. The safety position worries me though. Like I know Kevon Wallace, they're saying Kevon Wallace is playing pretty good, but is he really just playing good, or is it just that they're really not happy with Edmonds? See, I think safety. I have a feeling that the Eagles are going to make a move for safety. I just think it makes sense, and I'm thinking Jeremy Chin. They wanted Jeremy Chin bad in the draft. Now I'm not worried about Ringo at all. No, I have heard nothing about him. The only thing I've seen, I saw a couple highlights where he was sitting on the sidelines, but that's about it. The Mozzie Smith where he got destroyed, you mean? Kirk says 500. By then, end of season, will Dean be the middle linebacker that we've been searching since Crowder? Yes. I think so. I think Nakobe Dean's going to be good. I mean, he's a little undersized. I get it. But I think his speed and his relentlessness and his smarts, I think he's going to be good. And I think the fact that, he's a little smaller, you can get away with that when you have Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter playing in front of you. I think they'll be fine. I really do. I think he's going to be fine. Nick Sirianni, the cannoli eater. Yeah, I think Quez will be the number 3 wide receiver. I just hope that it's because he earned it. I want Quez Watkins to rebound. I want him to rebound and have a great year and shut everybody up. I don't have that video. It's on my other computer. I have a lot of videos. I was working on new intros. I was working on an updated clip for the intro for the shakedown. I had a bunch of stuff I was working on. My other computer crashed, and it's all stuck on there, and I haven't been able to get it out. I might pause, but I might have to go take it in and see if they can't take the hard drive out of that computer. Eagles Landing says Diggs called Dak a bitch ass and told him to shut up. Who says that their quarterback? So that's true. That really happened. People aren't just saying that. Ooh, I have to talk about that in a video. Go Birds and I says Mark Holmes, Dak is the best Philly 500, but how many NFC championships has he been to? None. He's never been to any. He can't get out of the second round of the playoffs. I mean, to me, if Dak Prescott was in Philly, you know how brutal, you really know how brutal fans would be on him. Like the Cowboys, I think their fans, if Game Time Brian's here, I'm curious his opinion, being that he lives in South Jersey. I think Dak Prescott gets an excuse every year. They give him a pass. At some point, you got to hold your quarterback down, man. I don't understand it. How could this guy not do anything? And after 8 years, going to year 8, and they still let him lose in the playoffs. If he was in Philly, they would kill him. 500. A bet Parsons jersey for Eagle jersey. $100 range that the Eagles won't win the division. Do you trust me? A 2-year supporter. So you want me to bet you? Okay? So all right, James. So what's the bet here? You want to bet me a jersey, right? A Parsons jersey for an Eagles jersey. $100 range, right? Yeah. So a replica one, right? That the Eagles won't win the division this year. I'll take that bet. Yeah, I'll bet you a replica jersey around the 100. It's going to be like $130, $140. Yeah, I'll take that bet. The Eagles will win the division. 500. Who's the bigger balls, Jordan Davis or Howie Roseman? Oh, definitely Howie. Well, Jordan Davis is a big guy. I go if we're going if we're going. Who's got bigger in proportion to their body? Definitely Howie. Howie's probably 50% balls, because that guy he is not afraid to do anything. Paul Fetter, thank you for super chat. He goes, Cat, pee on your computer. That is my theory. That is my thinking, because my computer was completely dry when I came home, and there was nothing that indicate there was any water. So that's my theory, but it doesn't smell like it peed on it. So I just don't know. But you could tell in the corners that it was wet. And so either one of my kids spilled something and put it back and didn't want to tell me, or the cats peed. And I don't think my kids would lie. I really don't. They're usually pretty good about that. Because I would have been what am I going to do? It happens. Miley Smith was mid at Michigan, and he'll be even more mid in NFL. Yeah, I do agree with Dan Sileo. If Dan Sileo said he's like a third-round pick, I agree. I think Cowboy fans were very unhappy when they drafted. Really, let's face it, they thought they drafted Nolan Smith. All they heard was Smith, and they thought they had Nolan Smith, and they didn't. Eagles Army down under. Thank you for the super chat. Bobby Wagner, 1.83 right now, 109 kilograms at the end of his career. Nakobe Dean, 1.8, 10 105 kilogram at the start. We'll be fine. Yeah, that he will be fine. I have no idea what 109 kilograms equals in pounds or 105 kilogram in pounds, but it sounds close enough to me. You know. Have you ever got the cat sprayed? No, my cat doesn't spray. I don't know if it's the breed doesn't, but he doesn't spray really at all that I've seen. Who is a better year, Parsons or Reddick? Reddick. Reddick's going to lead the league in sacks. Mazi Smith will destroy anyone. Mazi Smith ain't going to be able to get off his blocks. How's he going to do anything against Jason Kelsey and Landon Dickerson? Come on. After who can't Diggs tell Dak? I think it's hilarious that Diggs told Dak to shut up. Jalen still has no ring. Hey, guess what? Dak has no ring either. Dak has no ring. Thank Kelly Green Burrito says Jalen Carter is going to sack Dak 5 times, right? I hope so. Tony B says Mazzy and his defensive line got manhandled and undersized. TCO line ran up the gut all game long and will. Listen, all you have to do to know how Dallas really feels about Mazi Smith, go back and watch the draft. Go back and watch when they're showing the Cowboys their draft room, right? They're in their war room and their first round pick is getting selected, and they show a live feed of their war room, and they're all sitting around the table and they're all like this. And then they look and they see the red lights on and they start going, yes. We're happy. It was the fakest thing ever. Then you look at the Eagles war room. They're all up on their feet. We're all at the edge. And then they like call the draft and they all start cheering and high-fiving. Totally different. Dallas didn't know what to do because Dallas wanted the tight end, and Buffalo traded up and got him. So Dallas was totally unprepared, and I truly believe Mazi Smith was a desperate pick for them because they had nowhere else to go. That's the truth. Fan of Batman is ready for Reddick Smith Jr. Comp. Absolutely. Kenny Pickett should be an Eagle. I like Kenny Pickett. Dallas still stinks. Yes, they do. Greg Miller, what's going on, man? Just got off. Yeah, I got off work late too myself. Look, when you fed that 100 mil, you asked him talk to Dak like that. Yeah. Dallas will never sniff the Super Bowls on. They're not going to. Yeah, hopefully Jerry lives into 10,000, 15,000 years. Mazi Smith is a game changer, right? I think what happened to Wentz will happen to Dak after this year. I think after this year, I think this will be the first year. I really think the Cowboys are not going to be able. I think the fans are going to have to accept that Dak can't win big games after this year. I think that's what will happen. And I think that's why Mark Holmes is on such edge and like he's flipping out so easy, because I know that he knows deep down inside that his days of making an excuse for Dak is coming down to this year. There's no more excuses after this year. The best part about Diggs-Dak interaction is Dak threw the ball at him when he turned his back. Real good leader right there. Unbelievable. There's clip of Mazzy getting destroyed. Yeah, there is. I have it. I just don't know if I can import it. I don't know if I can import it here. I don't know if it'll play it. Let me see. If I can do it, I will. I'll have to look for it. It's going to take me too long to look for it. But yeah, there's a great clip of him getting destroyed. And you think to yourself, him getting destroyed like that, how's he going to do against Kelsey and Landon Dickerson? We have 483 people in the chat, by the way. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. I will not be streaming tomorrow, but we'll be back streaming live Thursday and Friday. I am not streaming the Hall of Fame game, though. I think Mario Goodrich will sneak his way into safety position. Well, Goodrich is getting reps at starting slot corner because of Avonte Maddox's injury. So there's a battle between Goodrich and McPherson on who's going to be the backup slot guy. Mark, Bud Light Holmes, thank you for super chat. Appreciate it. Because I'm fine. I'll just go super keto. The one thing I've learned about keto is it sucks to start and stop it. Like, you either got to do it and stay on it or don't do it at all. And to me, I've just got to the point where I'm not doing it at all. I'm just going back to old-fashioned high protein, watch calories, eat clean, and then lift a lot of weights. That's my thing now. I'm going to be lifting a lot of weights this year. I was walking 25 miles a week. I was walking 25 miles a week for about 4 months. Lost nothing. I lost nothing. And it's like, dude, I'm better off lifting and just trying to add muscle because the walking wasn't helping. I think it's age related, and I think the doctor said I have insulin resistance. I'm like, I got to take care of my blood sugar right now, otherwise I'm gonna end up getting diabetes. Armin says, I predicted that will be Dak's last year with the Cowgirls if he don't play well this upcoming season. I think that I think 1 to 2 years. I think he's got left. Tyree Eagle, 5500. I was told the issue as safety is communication. There's no chemistry. I can't find the perfect fit. Maybe not, Chemistry takes time. That was kind of why my thinking is that the defense, it may take the second half of the season before they really get going because you have a new coordinator and you need chemistry. But the thing is Reed Blankenship's taking all the first team reps. So Blankenship's getting all the first team reps. The other guys are rotating in. So I just wonder if there's not more to that, Phil, you're going to start a fitness channel? No, probably not. But I am going to document my weight loss journey. And I won't put anything up until after I've done it because it's too embarrassing right now. Dad says, you will live forever 500. Maybe. One can only hope. Lift, either do 30 minutes on the bike or Stairmaster. Lost a bunch of weight the way. Sadly, stopped and gained it all back. I'm gonna cut my walking to about 20-30 minutes because I was doing like over an hour, and I was doing about 25 miles a week, and just nothing was coming off. I initially lost weight and then just stopped coming off. I think my age. I think the best thing is I got to lift heavy and add muscle. Hell with it. I don't care. If I get like 50, 60 years old, like in my late 50s, 60s, I'll take testosterone shots. I'll go get it. I don't care. Well, I got to do something. Just do a 40-day fast. Dude, I can't even do a 40-minute fast. What are you talking about? I get 40 minutes. I'm dizzy. Oh, my blood sugar. The Dak Diggs interaction was hilarious. I just watched. I can't wait to see it. When they want to move on from Dak, it's a dead cap at $60 million. If no team wants to take some of that money, left my ass off. Well, here's the interesting thing with Dak, right? Like they've got a bunch. Dallas is really in a situation the Eagles were in last year. They've got a ton of guys that they literally have to go out and re-sign. They're not going to be able to re-sign everybody. They got Zach Martin holding out, and then they're probably going to have to try to restructure Dak Prescott's contract. So I don't know. Dallas doesn't have Howie Roseman, and they don't have the amount of picks that we had to kind of fix it. Like the work that Howie Roseman did in addressing and filling so many of these holes paws is unbelievable. Really, the only one that I feel like he didn't fix is that safety position. Other than that, I think we've got answers for everybody. Irvin James says, you got it. This 500, eat healthy, workout. Yeah, you got. Listen, I before I went to the beach, starting in January, I literally was walking like 25 miles a week. I was dieting. And I was pinpoint on it. I lost like 20 pounds, and it just stopped. Like nothing. And I don't know why. And then I went to the doctors. They did all this blood work, and it turns out I'm like insulin resistant. And the doctor said that when you're insulin resistant, you could do a lot of stuff. It's not going to take your weight off until you kind of fix that. So that I'm in the process of trying to get that fixed But I think weightlifting, from what I was reading, could really help that. Low Eagle says, Philly, pick up those weights that build the burn, them cardio in your workout as progress. Yeah, that's what I have to do. My goal is to be in shape in the next 2 years. I'm giving myself 2 years to take it all off. I'm not trying to do it overnight. I'm not trying to rush, just trying to do it right. Terry Eagle says, I have a friend there. They like Blankenship as a rotating safety. Evans is out of place. Justin Evans has been good. Wallace just keeps jumping routes. Maddox is in the game plan for safety. See, I really don't want to move Maddox to safety, though. Like, I like Maddox at the slot corner. See, all that, don't you think that, Tyree, don't you think that means we need to go trade for safety? You know? Dude, you sound stupid. Stupid is as stupid does. Brandon says, yo, Philly, between Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, and Nolan Smith, who is the highest ceiling? Jalen Carter. I think Jalen Carter has the highest ceiling. And I think Nolan Smith might actually have the second, and then Jordan Davis. I think Jalen Carter is going to be, I think he's going to be one of the best defensive tackles in the game for a long, long time. You know, I think Jalen Carter is the closest thing to Jerome Brown that we've had. I honestly do. I think so. And we've had some good defensive tackles with Fletcher Cox come through and stuff like that. But, man, I think this is the closest we are going to have to Jerome Brown. Oh, not me, 500. Okay, I'm sorry. Jay says, remember the first L season was week 9. Yeah, I think it'll be around week 9, week 10 again. I think the Eagles start out hot. They're gonna build up a big record, and then I think there's some tougher games later in the second half of the season. Low Eagle says, bro, I work out and work people out, pause, but stay true to your gains and stay focused. The best results is when people tell you you're looking good. That's motivation. I will say this, though. I noticed that when I do like high protein and not so much like keto is just not working, but like high protein, I do notice that like the scale doesn't move, but like you could tell the clothes fit different. So I'm really gonna focus on that. Baron says Fletcher Cox or Clyde Simmons. But they're two different positions. Fletcher Cox was a defensive tackle. Simmons was a defensive end. But Clyde Simmons may, in my opinion, I honestly think this is one of the most underrated football players, not just for the Philadelphia Eagles, but in the National Football League. If you look at his numbers, you look at his sacks, Clyde Simmons gets overlooked because people assume that when Reggie White was there with Jerome Brown, that they were freeing and doing everything that was allowing Clyde Simmons to feast. But it's not the case, because you look at his numbers when Reggie left and Jerome wasn't there anymore. He was still putting up numbers. Clyde Simmons should be a Hall of Famer. Clyde Simmons, to me, is one of the most underrated Philadelphia Eagles that I've ever seen. He's probably my number one underrated. Lex says, I used to lift 500 pounds on the leg lift, and I only weighed, dang, that's pretty good. Philly 500, Jalen Hurts looks up to Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers open to coming out of retirement. Phillip Rivers has been helping Jalen Hurts for a while. Even Dan Stiller said, bring him in. Look, Phillip Rivers, you want to bring Phillip Rivers? If he wants to come for a year, do it. I'd bring him in. If he could help Jalen Hurts, sure. I mean, he's not a threat to take his job. I would be open to that. Plus, didn't Nick Sirianni work with him before? Wasn't Nick Sirianni with Rivers in San Diego? So, yeah, I'm open to it. Joseph said Clyde should be in the Hall of Fame. He should. I agree. Nick Sirianni says, try not to look at the scale as much. Notice you look slimmer in the neck. Notice you where you look slimmer in the neck, the back of the head, chins. Yeah, instead of 3 chins in the back of my head, it's like 2 3/4. My wife said, no, that's just water weight. But I'm like, no, my chins in the back of my head are getting thinner. Phil Rivers had too many kids to come. He's got like 10. God bless him, man. He's populating the world. We need population. Brandon says, yo, Philly, do you think if Jerome Brown played longer, he would have been heralded as good as Reggie White or even better? I don't know about better than Reggie. Reggie White is one of the top 10 greatest defensive players to ever play the game. But Jerome Brown would have definitely been a Hall of Famer, and I think, would have been considered the best defensive tackle to ever have played. He was on that kind of pace. So yeah, I think he got cut short, of course, because of his untimely death, but he was on that. Yang Gang says 500 fasted cardio. Stop eating 12 hours before the time you wake up in the morning. Up cardio first thing waking up. You'll drop weight 103 pounds a week consistently. I was doing it. I was doing 20-hour fast with 4-hour window to eat, and I probably wasn't even eating enough calories, and I just wasn't coming off. I'm telling you, if you're insulin resistant, you could do a lot and not lose weight until you take care of that part of it. And that could take months to heal. You're going to have a hard time. Thanks. I lost 36 pounds doing intermittent fasted for 16 hours, open window for 8 every other day. That's great. No, that's great. Philly 500, play pickleball. I lost 40 pounds since February, changed my life. I wake up at 6:30 to play for a couple. Oh, that's cool. I've never played pickleball. But I'm open to it. Jerome Brown should be in the Hall of Fame. He's my favorite player of all time. I mean, I just don't think he played long enough to be considered, but he's definitely in the Eagles Hall of Fame. Let's see. Randy, what's going on, man? How are you? Who's coked up? That says I lost 40 pounds using 3 cc's of high-end test and sus. Now you're speaking my language. Give me some sus, give me some Winstrol. Yeah, we'll go to work. Give me some gear, man. No, I don't know. I don't know. I just got to take care of myself. Dan says that's how I know you're saying whatever. You're talking about somebody else. Binge drink water. I need to drink more water. That's definitely a problem. 500. What you think? What? I don't even know what that is. Listen. If something helps you, do it. I would rather to have something to take the weight off, and then worry about what's going to do health wise. So I would take that chance if there was something I could take. I don't know what that is though. So. Is that like a diabetic drug? I'm not diabetic. I just was tested, but I do have. I am headed that way if I don't change up. Philly 500 Parsons Smith are good friends now after Von Miller camp. Can't wait to get our future Eagles lined up with Smith, Sweat, House. Oh, you mean future Eagle Micah Parsons? Yes, absolutely. One day he can't wait to come to Philly. That's true. Dan Kelly, another dumbass Cowboy fan who doesn't know football. Okay, alcohol burns fat. I'm not a big alcohol guy. The older I get, the more I hate it. Go Birds at 3,500 setting goals to get stronger, and then you got fat as Zeke eating Twinkies. I know, but I'm Zeke's Twinkie supplier. Don't tell nobody. Yes, Christopher. Jalen Hurts is 0-1 in the Super Bowl, but that won't last. He'll very soon be 1-1. What's Dak's record in the Super Bowl? I forget. Oh, 0-0. He never got there. Philly to beat Jim and hit Stairmaster elliptical. That would burn weight. Yeah, that would. I'll probably pass out 5 minutes in. I don't believe they have practice tomorrow. No. I don't think they're practicing. I think they're off. Intermittent fasting, I'm still doing nothing after 7. The window is 12 to 7. That's really good. I did intermittent fasting. I was doing 20 hours in January through May. It definitely makes me feel better. That's for sure. But the weight just doesn't come off. And and I am older too. I'm not like in my 20s or 30s. So I think I have to go to heavy weights. Limit my walking like 3 times a week to like 30 minutes and go to real heavy lifting. I think that's what I'm going to do. Pickett garbage. Pickett, cardio isn't that good for insulin resistance. That's great. Nothing came off. Yeah, cardio didn't help me with insulin resistance. But I think lifting, I was reading lifting can, because lifting helps increase your testosterone, which all affects it. So I think that's my plan is to be I'm gonna be pumping weight like Bad Dog. Philly 500 meltdown. Yes. Not the meltdown you think. The meltdown of the weight, baby. Did you hear CJ Gardner-Johnson said the Eagles fan base was annoying as hell and they hated him before he... Yeah, I heard, but he'd be loving to come back here. Shakedown is already back, Eagle fan. Yeah, Shakedown came back 2 weeks ago. We had to run it on Sunday the last 2 weeks. This week will be Saturday. G.I. Zoe Sports Radio says 500. Who will be the Eagles' lead rusher this season? DeAndre Swift. I think DeAndre Swift will be. Fly Guy Derek says, I drank a lot of soda and had a bunch of sandwiches. I drank a lot of soda too. I got addicted to soda when I quit smoking cigarettes. That was my big mistake. Joey Shakes, what's happening? How are you, my man? What's going on? Remember, Philly, when lifting is very important, not just a fit super heavyweight. Make sure you have a good amount of reps. That is the best way. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I'm coming up with a whole plan. And I'm gonna knock it out. Eagles Uncensored say, yo, what's good? 500 will be down to open practice Sunday. I'm excited to see the guys and what they look like. Oh man, that's awesome. I hope you have a great time. I wish I lived closer where I could go to that open practice. But anybody that's at the open practice, send me clips. I will play them on my channel. I want lots of clips and a lot of videos to play. So send it if you can. Marika Grace, Philly, in all seriousness, to lose weight and build muscle, you have to do cardio. I think from everything I've been studying and just from prior experience, I was doing 25 miles an hour a week. 25 miles, not an hour, a week. I walk 25 miles a week. Nothing comes off. I think you have to have some cardio, but I don't think you want to overdo it. I think for my age, I think you're better off building muscle, which will increase your metabolism, which will make you burn more calories efficiently, which will lead to higher testosterone, which will also help with the insulin resistance. So I think that's my plan. I mean, I'll still do cardio like three days a week, but I'm not gonna kill myself with it. You're right, Philly 500. I'm telling you, Philly 500 knows. Dwight Davis, thank you, Eagles, for you bum ass Devontae Smith over. Devontae Smith, dude, they're already measuring him for his golden jacket. You realize that, right? Meanwhile, Michael Parsons ain't gonna stay with Dallas long. Already bought tickets and got hosed. You bought tickets to what? Just Catch. I will not watch that movie. I am not watching that movie. I'm not watching some depressed fat guy. I'm not doing that. I am not doing it. No. Hell no. I'm not doing that. Joey says, I lost 20 pounds from morning walk and some lifting. Now it was 285. Now, good for you, man. You were saying that's great. That is great. I think because I'm insulin resistant and I have to go get blood tests tomorrow. That's one of the things I'm doing. I think I have to approach it differently. The dreaded Eagles are stuck in the past, still mad about crying about Super Bowl. Nobody's crying. Philly fans says, love you too. Love you, bro. Love you too, man. I'm not watching The Whale. I am not going to any buffets. You'll never see me eating chicken wings on stream, sucking the DNA out of bones like Marco. I am not doing it. No. I'm gonna take care of this. I'm not gonna talk about it a lot. I'm gonna take it, and then when it's all done, I'm gonna have a bunch of footage to put out. Dead man, yo 500. Everyone's body different. Your best bet is ask your doc your body type. Yeah, I agree. 500. I heard chugging crack keeps you thin. No, I haven't tried it, but listen, if it comes to that, I'm on it. Because I would rather take my chances with that than be heavy. That's it. Joseph was okay. That's you talking to somebody else. Cavallo Wallace was great at Clemson, very flashy, and if he becomes what his potential shows, he'll be top 10 safety NFL. Mark my words. I agree. So I'm gonna do about 5 more minutes, and then we're gonna get out of here. I know it's late for you guys. It's late for me. It's getting late for me. I still I still need to try to have some family time. I want to watch Skinwalker Ranch. Daz, I see that you're watching it now. Great show. But I won't be back tomorrow. I'll be at the doctor's, so I won't be streaming tomorrow. I will be streaming Thursday and Friday though, so look for that. And I want to thank everybody for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for the super chats, all new subscribers. And if you haven't, make sure you subscribe. We got 436 people in the chat. Yeah, leave the eggnog. I know the eggnog is my killer, man. The eggnog is my killer. Ross says, I lost 165, but the alimony is killing me. Yeah, that alimony will. Kosh says, go Birds. Absolutely. Kevon Wallace is trash. Stop with the copy paste delusional thinking dumbass. The thing is he's getting starting reps. So I think the Eagles are looking for safety. Junior Rodriguez, man, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. He goes, my bad, Philly. I've been out of the lives because I just had a first baby. Barely any time for anything, but just lost 40 pounds. I was 220, now 180. Hit sauna 5 times a week. Oh, man, Junior, congratulations on having a baby, man. That is awesome, man. And you don't have to apologize ever, man. Thank you so much. And congratulations also on losing 40 pounds. That's great. I think the sauna would be something I would like to do too. I think that would be good for me. My big thing was I had to give up soda. That was hard. But I kind of got through that for the most part. Now I just gotta get rid of this insulin resistance. G Baby says, you're the go, Philly. I started watching you 2019 playoff run and watch you every single day since. Go Birds. Thank you, G Baby. I appreciate that. And thank you so much. It's nice to hear from you. I know there's a lot of people that that don't chat a lot and stuff like that, and just want them to know I appreciate them so much too. Twin Thing says, congrats. Yes, absolutely. Oh, one thing, you know what? I don't have ready. Holy crap. I'm slacking. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. Let me get this ready here. Hold on. All right. That's all ready. Eagles are you still with them Birds? Eagles, what? Don't even drink zero, bro. No, I know. I think that the diet sodas, and my doctor was even like, I think the diet sodas, I think they mess with your insulin. They say, oh, no sugar, but I still think my body thinks it's sugar because I think they hurt me a lot. Can't wait for 20 victory cigars this year. Oh, yeah. I can't wait. I haven't smoked a cigar. God, I think since like the NFC Championship game was my last one. I haven't even smoked. Yeah, diet sodas are even worse. I won't drink like Diet Coke. The only diet ones I'll drink is like the Zevias. I'll drink those, but I don't like the ones with aspartame. I don't like. Yeah, the ones that have stevia I like, but I need to cut down. I just need to drink more water. But I'll drink the Zevia ones. Like if I could do it like once a week, like as a treat, I'll do it. But I gotta back off because I have a feeling it's messing with my insulin. I haven't had soda in a year, just drink sparkling water. That's good. I didn't even really drink soda until I quit cigarettes. And then I went like my addiction to cigarettes went to like sodas and sugar. That's what happened. You keep Mark Holmes' channel going. I do. I don't know. High protein, low sugar carb. That's my plan. That's my plan, Philly fan. I tried keto. It's just too much like this. I can't stay on it long term, so I'm not doing it anymore. 7 touchdowns, 9 receptions, laughing my ass off. Who's that? Sparkly Wars, good one makes you know. Yeah, I agree. Well, thank you for coming for our diet talk tonight. Instead of Eagles talking diet, but I'll keep track of my progress and I will record it. And then if I ever get to where I want to be, I'll post it. Otherwise, you'll never see me post. If I don't post anything, it means that it's not going good. Ask the doctor about Manjuro. I pray all goes well. Blood work. Thank you, Bleeding Kelly Green. I will. I don't even know what it is, but I will ask. Fly Guy says, Women didn't like me when I was skinny, boy. Liked me when I got fat. Huh. My whole thing. I got married before I got fat. Eagles going down to see the courtesy of the Cowboys. Nah, that's not happening. It is not happening. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for coming in, hanging out with me tonight. Appreciate it. Sorry about the late stream. Didn't get home late. But we will be back Thursday for a live stream. I'll have a video out tomorrow. But I just want to thank everybody. Thank you so much. If you haven't, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Thank you for super chats. Thank you guys for everything. I am going to go and get ready to hang out for the night and then go to bed. With that, I'll let you guys all go. Take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. Peace.
One more play.
The officials are back.
We had one
Yo,
more.
you gotta be motherfucking
You
kidding
gotta
me.
be kidding me. We have no time for one more play.
Look at this motherfucker
What are you doing?
running from
What
a.
are you doing?
To get off the field on third down.
What was that bullshit?
That is not right.
Kellen Moore, he's got to be better, man. He wasn't.
Oh, that's some bullshit. What was that? We had enough time for one more
He
play.
had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us.
Away, but, you know, this is just
The brother screwed us.
You know, I'm upset, but
The brother screwed
it
us.
is, man.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys games.
Yeah, you
The brother
literally.
screwed us. The brother screwed us.
It's going to end the way
We had opportunity for one more play.